What if you had a strange scar on your skin, and at any moment, without warning, it could just teleport you into a life or death situation? Today, we're going to dive into a Pathfinder campaign called the Scar of Destiny, where just staying alive is only the first piece of the puzzle. So it all kicks off with this weird scar. And trust me, it's not just some cool-looking tattoo. This thing is, well, it's a magical and super inconvenient teleporter. 1 minute, you're safe and sound. The next, bam, you're stranded somewhere in the wilderness with just your gear and, whatever's hiding in the dark.
And that's exactly how the campaign starts. You wake up, but you're not in your bed. You're on some rough cot in a cold stone cell. All your adventuring gear is there, piled up nearby, but there's no food, no water, and zero answers. Well, except for one little thing. That strange scar on your arm is kind of burning. So the first choice is all yours. What do you do now?
And that right there, that's the heart of the Scar of Destiny. The whole campaign revolves around this big mystery. Why does this scar just zip you around the world? Where are you going to end up next? It's this huge sandbox world full of dangerous wilderness and ancient dungeons packed with treasure, and probably the bones of a few other adventurers who weren't so lucky.
Now here's the real kicker. This game isn't just about fighting monsters. Nope, it's about pure, straight-up survival. You always arrive with your sword and armor, which is great, but your water skin, always empty. Your food pouch, bare. So every single time you get zapped to a new place, your first boss fight isn't some big, scary dragon. It's thirst. It's hunger. Your brain has to be just as sharp as your blade. Okay, so who's the mastermind behind a world like this? I mean, a game this complex needs a serious pro at the helm. So let's talk about the game master, because, wow, his experience is just on another level.
45 years. Seriously, just let that number sink in for a second. This isn't some weekend hobby for him. It's a lifelong passion. We're talking about a guy who was crafting worlds at the gaming table back when the hobby was just getting started. And the depth of that experience is just wild. He started running Advanced Dungeons & Dragons way back in 1979. And to put that in perspective, that was before the official Dungeon Master's Guide was even published. He's logged thousands upon thousands of hours, including one single campaign that lasted for 5 years straight. Right now, he's got over 5,000 hours clocked in specifically as a Pathfinder 1E GM. And this quote from him really says it all, I made the world, it's yours to play in. Your choices will write the best story. See? He's not there to railroad you through his plot. He's built this massive world, and he's basically handing you the keys. Your choices don't just influence the story, they are the story. All right, so we've got the story, we've got the storyteller. Now let's get into the nitty-gritty, the mechanics. Because in a world this dangerous, well, you're going to need a pretty capable hero. Let's look at how you'll actually build your character for this realm. First things first, and this is a huge deal for a lot of players. This is a strict rules-as-written game. RAW. That means what's in the official Paizo Pathfinder First Edition books, that's the law. No weird house rules, no random calls from the GM. It's all about having a super consistent, fair foundation so everybody's on the same page. And to make sure you can actually survive this place, you get to start off strong, real strong. We're talking a 32-point buy for your ability scores. Now, if you played Pathfinder before, you already know that is super generous. It means you can build a genuinely heroic and capable character right out of the gate at level 1. Just to give you an idea of what that looks like, check this out. You could go for a superhero build with a couple of really high stats, or maybe a more balanced character. You've even got enough points to do a serious min-max build if that's your thing. The point is, you have the flexibility to create exactly the kind of hero you want to play. The whole philosophy here really leans into teamwork. The GM encourages specialist builds. So instead of what some people call salad bar multi-classing, taking one level of this, one level of that, and ending up as a master of none, the focus is on creating a solid party of specialists, a classic, focused group, a fighter, a cleric, a rogue, a wizard, who cover all the bases and rely on each other. That's what's going to get you through this. Okay, so rules are one thing, but what's it actually feel like to sit down and play a session? This isn't just about rolling dice and moving tokens around. The goal here is a truly premium, totally immersive experience at the virtual table. In this quote, this one just nails it.
If you question my character, you will find instead that I am the entire cast. He's not just describing what happens, he is everyone you meet. He's a performer, bringing this entire world and all its people to life.
And it's not just talk either. He's a trained stage, film, and voice actor, so he's got the chops to give every single NPC, every creature, a unique voice and personality. You're never just talking to shopkeeper number 3. You're talking to a fully realized character with their own quirks and motivations.
And that immersion carries over to the visuals, big time. We're talking beautiful, high-resolution custom maps, not just some generic tiles. Your character gets a detailed, accurate token that actually looks like them. And on Roll20, it's all set up with full dynamic lighting, so you literally only see what your character would see. It makes for some incredibly tense and deeply tactical combat. So look, with a world this detailed and a playstyle this specific, it's probably not for everyone. So it's fair to ask the question, is this world for you? Let's figure out who the ideal adventurer is for the Scar of Destiny. If you're looking at this list and nodding your head, then yeah, this is probably your jam. This campaign is built for players who love getting lost in a story, who appreciate fair, crunchy rules, and who live for a good, tough tactical fight. If you love classic dungeon crawls and want to take a character all the way from a level 1 nobody to an epic level 20 legend, you've found your game. In return, what's expected of you? It's pretty simple, really, and it's all about focusing on the game. Be on time, ready to play, pay close attention, because a little detail you miss could absolutely get your character killed. Keep your character sheet updated, and, let's leave the real world at the door. We're all here to escape into a fantasy world, right? Ultimately, it all boils down to this classic idea. The play is the thing. The shared story we build together, the fantasy, the adventure, that is the absolute #1 priority for everyone at the table. And finally, let's get down to the brass tacks. Here are the practical details. Sessions usually run between 3 and 5 hours. It's all played on Roll20, and we use Discord for voice. You gotta be 18 or older, but your experience level doesn't matter. Beginners and vets are all welcome. And yes, it is a professional, paid game, which helps ensure that high level of commitment and quality from everyone involved. And that brings us right back to where we started. A mysterious scar, a dangerous world, and a story that's just waiting for you to write it. The stage is set, the rules are clear. The only question left is your character ready to discover the secret of the scar?